Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. You are here with Kelly Ann Lifestyles, and I am here trying to create a financial future for myself and my family, where we are debt-free, have a positive net growth, and is growing in a positive direction each and every week. I am bringing to you guys financial videos every week with Financial Fridays, Plan With Me's, budgeting videos, sinking fund videos, all of those things. And I am a cash budgeter. I am from Ontario, Canada, and I am a teacher. I'm 31 years old, and I'm so excited to be here. So this week is going to be payday of January 19th. This is number 2 for the year. So Jan 19th, and we're working with $1,500. So our total is going to be $1,500. I'm sorry if you hear my puppies in the background. They want to play in the snow that we got yesterday. So I'm not going to share my bills with you guys this week. I'm really working on getting myself with a debt snowball, cash envelopes, and my sinking funds, and then I'll start sharing my fixed expenses in the upcoming weeks. So like I said, this is something that I've actually made myself and will be using and adding to my Etsy shop here in the near future. I do have I have one Visa card, but on 2 separate accounts. And I can talk about that a little bit later because it's something that I'm doing to help pay down debt, but also accrue points and rewards because I am good at paying certain things down, and I need Visa. Like, I need the credit for if my card were to break down or something like that right now. So I have all of these 3 things, and it's just helping me to be more financially aware and better with my finances. So Visa number 1 is going to get $500. RSP is getting $25. Visa number 2 is getting $250. So the way that these work is I'm working on a zero-based budget. So over here, this is going to be $0. We start with our total income and we basically subtract as we go. So the total down here is $775. So $1,500 minus $775 equals $725 that we are working with. Oops. So that's what we're going to work with my cash envelopes. And this is something that I used to only have 3, and I've actually added 2 more. So groceries is standard, gas is standard, Kelly's is my sinking fund or my cash that I get to use every 2 weeks, but I've added home and kids because I was consistently pulling out of my grocery fund for things for the kids or vice versa or whatever it may be. So I'm just going to have those in there, and whatever's left over is going to move into the sinking fund down here. So groceries this week or this next 2 weeks is getting $120. Gas is astronomical up here. We're going to see how $150 does us. We're probably going to have to increase that. $40 is going to be my sinking fund or my cash that I get to use in the next 2 weeks. $20 for home and $10 for my kiddos. So that is a total of 120 plus 150 plus 40, 30 is 340 total. So 340 total. I'm just going to count that again. Is 340. Perfect. So then we take our remaining from our debts and savings, which is 725, and we subtract 340, and that equals $385 that we are working with for my sinking funds. So the idea with the sinking funds is that these are basically money that I'm putting away for things that are going to have to be paid for consistently. So emergency fund, my goal in the next 6 months is to get to $1,000 as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Car fund, there's always stuff that goes wrong with cars. Snowball is adding money to my snowball so that at the end of the month, I add it to my debt that I'm working on. Events and Christmas, we're adding, obviously Christmas, we're working towards having a certain number at the end of the year. Doggos and so forth. So I basically am going to have 385 here. And you can subtract it like I do or some other people do, or you can just add it all together. But I know that I am not going to fund kids or home because whatever's left over here is going to come into my sinking fund at the end of the 2 weeks. So emergency fund is going to get a standard $50. Car fund is going to get 50. So that's subtract 100. Snowball is going to get 30. And then events is going to get 20. And Christmas is going to get 50. Dogs are going to get 50 just because I'd like to have some money for a larger vet bill if that comes up. School is for me. I do need to take an additional course. So I'm just adding some extra money there. Self-care is going to get 20 this week. Cottage is going to get 10. Savings is going to get 25. Date night is going to get 20. Okay, so I have $35 to work with here. So I'm gonna do Boss Babe is gonna get 10. Miscellaneous is gonna get 5. It's not something that I'm super focused on, but I don't ever want to give any of my sinking funds less than $5. Number one, I'm Canadian and don't have anything smaller than that, and I'm not putting loonies and toonies. But that's kind of the basis. So if I have a shorter week or anything like that, things will get $5 so that I can hit the goals that I want to hit further. So minus 15. And I have $20 remaining for my sinking fund. So if we just subtract all of that, it should equal 0. But I'm just going to double check, add it all up, and make sure that we are at the 385. So 50 plus 50 plus 30 plus 20. And that is 385. So that is exactly what I wanted it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what all of the bills are that I need to bring out. These are not going to be cash funded. They're just going to be e-transferred from my checking account into the appropriate visas and RSPs. This is going to be in cash, and this is also going to be in cash. So my next item is that I will have to get my cash breakdown and do it like that. Okay, so over here is my paycheck breakdown, which I can bring into the bank, or I have a smaller one that's paper size that I bring in, post-it note, whatever. But this just breaks everything down so that when I get the money out, I can put it into my acrylics, and it's organized in a fashion that makes sense. So I'm not just guessing and trying to break bills and all that stuff. So I'm just going to input the totals over here. So basically all of this gets done. And I'm going to speed this up. Okay, so we have a total of $340 for my cash envelopes. We have a total of $385 for my sinking funds. And I forgot to mention that I am doing the 100 envelopes challenge. So I'm going to actually do $100 and I'm going to do $250. No. I'm going to do this one first. So I'm going to do one $50 envelope and one $45 envelope. So I'm just going to write that over here, 50 and 45 and a 5. So that is a total of 3 envelopes for $100.
Okay, so basically what you do is you go through each fund and you figure out what you want to do. So these I want to do 6 20s. This I'm going to do 3 $50 bills. This is going to be 2 20s, another 20, and 2 5s because I have 2 stepkids. So this is going to be a total of 2 5s for $10, 0 for $10 bills, 20, 40, so 120, 40, 60, 80. So that's 9 for 180 and 3 for 150. So then I add those all 3 up. So 150 plus 180 plus 0 plus 10 equals 340, which is exactly correct. Awesome. And that was just my rough copy that I'm moving out of the way. Okay, so then this is going to go the same. So I'm going to do 1 here, a 20 and a 10, a 20, a 50, 50, a 20 and a 5, a 20, a 10, 20 and a 5, a 20, a 10, a 5,
and a 20. So then I go through and I total up everything, and then that will help me when I go into the bank, because I have all of this done. And usually, quite honestly, what I do is I take a screenshot of this and just bring this into the bank. So this is going to be 4 50s for 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140. So that's 7 for 140. That's 3 for 30. 1, 2, 3. And that's 3 for 5, which is 15. So I'm just going to add all of those up. 200 plus 140 plus 30 plus 15 equals, so 385. So that's perfect. So 385 is done. 340, we add it all together, and that's going to be my cash stuffing for this week. I'm excited to get really back into it because the last video that I did was only $100 and I put basically a 5 into everything. But I'm actually super excited for this. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye guys.